Hey y'all, I'm Kori Ashton and you have found a YouTube channel dedicated to all things WordPress. This week we're looking at landing page structure. There's nothing more frustrating than getting out there and trying to run a campaign externally, right, outside of your website on social media, Google Ads, maybe an email campaign that you've got going out to bring people to your website, and unfortunately you're not seeing the conversion. You're spending a lot of effort, a lot of money, and nobody is ringing that register. Nobody's buying your product or your services. I'm going to show you 5 different elements that you'll need on your website's single landing page to see higher conversion. Let me start first by showing you kind of everything that could be on a homepage concept. And then I want to show you kind of that stripped down, very focused, very honed in approach to what a true landing page should look like, especially if you're trying to sell a product or a specific service. So on a normal homepage, you might have a major top level navigation running up here with all sorts of menu items. Maybe you have a promo going on with a big call to action button in that top right corner, or maybe a phone number up there. You've got, your building statements here that allow people to kind of understand your product more, and you're bringing clarity in there. Then you've got the things they can click on and kind of go deeper into the site. Maybe these are your high level categories of either your service or your categories of products. And then you've got that social proof or that exciting statement that kind of brings to mind a legitimizer of what we are and how amazing we are. Maybe we have a class schedule or something like that that they can click on and go in. Maybe this is a high value item that people have struggled to find on your site, so you've brought it to the home page. And then of course your footer can never be forgotten. You have a great call to action in your footer. If you have a brick and mortar, you have your location listed there, and again, your top level navigation. All right, so you've got all these things living on a home page, and that is a lot of paths that your user could go into. So the strategy then with a landing page means that you're going to take away all of the distractions and bring their eyes, focus their attention in on the one thing that you just spent money to get them to click on that ad to come to this landing page, right? So if we're trying to get a true ROI, a true conversion to happen, because the money that we're spending or the effort that we're spending externally outside the website on an ad campaign that you're doing, or maybe a social media post or something out there that you're spending time and energy on, you've asked them to come to your website off of that click. Maybe it's an email campaign. They're coming back to your website. What you do not want to do is just send them to a general broad strokes landing page like this where they have 10 different paths or more to navigate through. You really want them to come into the one product or the one service you promised was their solution or their quick, easy purchase. So let's look at what a true landing page stripped away with all this could be if we're trying to sell maybe just one product. So let's say we're trying to sell this one singular t-shirt, and we've got ads running out there. We're promoting it everywhere. People are excited about our brand. They're going to come here to this single landing page. First things first, strip away distractions. So you're going to see at this top level up here, I've got all that top level navigation gone, right? I only have the logo living there for brand awareness. That's it. That's that proof that they've landed on the right spot. Good, I'm working with the right company that I was expecting. I've left a sense of urgency up here at the very top. You notice up here at the very top, I've left that kind of ticking countdown happening so that they create that sense of urgency and excitement. We've got the second thing is level set expectation. So right here in the hero scene, right here, they know I want them to buy now. Don't have them have to click a second time. Get them to that cart. If they need more convincing, that's where you'll add in the third element, which is just some social proof and maybe a little bit of high value, easy to digest, quick stats. 1, 2, 3. These are our power statements. Get strong, get healthy, get connected. And that's just a part of our brand, right? That's the overall part of this fitness company. So you could have the 3 major things that are your 3 uniques, set them right there to build in that convincing element. Social proof is going to be that other part of this, we've got stars there, so you have a visual component that lets people know this is a great product. You've got a review with an actual photo of people wearing the type of product or using the type of service. So right there, that builds that social proof and legitimizes this product. You've got the product name, great high quality image living here, easy to see price tag with, again, that buy now. You don't want them to have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Obviously, on a mobile version of this would stack up, so you would kind of have a longer engagement, but this really could be a beautiful, simple layout. As an extra bonus in this section, it'd be really cool if you had additional photos of your product so that they could engage, right? Really right now, there's only one click to happen on this page. It's that buy now option, right? We've got that buy now right here. And that is a beautiful option because we know that's truly ringing the register. But if they're not convinced yet, perhaps you have a couple of different reviews they can scroll through. Or they have a couple of images here or a product video that they could click on and engage with and feel like they're still learning about your product and getting convinced to click this buy now button. The fourth thing you've got to do is you've got to strip away this footer down here. This cannot have all those same distractions that your typical footer has. Here's why. My eyes are right here on this buy now. I am so close to just clicking buy now. I've got a little bit of a upsell option here of 2 easy payments of $9.99. That's exciting. I can handle that. That's good. I'm going to click buy now. It's super exciting to have these things right here, but all of a sudden I see, well, what's free trial? I have no idea what that is. Why do I get a free trial with a t-shirt? I don't know what this is. Now I'm completely distracted. I see social media over here and I'm thinking, oh, I haven't checked my Facebook in a while. I wonder if there's a new cool cat picture, right? All these things are a total distraction. So this footer has got to strip down and look something more like this. Look how simple that is, how less distracting that is. It's perfect for everybody to stay focused right here on the buy now. If you wanted this logo to be linked back to your home page, you could easily do that. That's a very normal user experience that we know to do that. But ultimately, that's really all you need on this page. We want them to go one place, and that's to click that buy now option. The fifth and final thing I'm going to include on here is potentially controversial, but I'm going to say that you could have a secondary call to action or a secondary CTA on this page. It could be a transitional CTA, something that gets them to another point. If they're not ready to buy now, potentially they're ready to shop similarly. Similar products, see more products. Maybe we want something that lives right here that says we've got other options for you. But I'm going to challenge you that if you have the capability to do that, don't send them back in your website with a ton of options. I'm going to challenge you, if you have the ability to do this on your site, click Shop Similar and keep them right here on this page. Let this be like a drawer that opens up and have other products living right here, again, with that buy now option. Maybe you have a quick view where they can see some of the details, but again, they're not leaving this page. The only other option I would suggest is potentially a sign up for a discount coupon that lives here. Maybe you get their email address. Maybe you have a text option where they can text for 10% off right now, text for free shipping, something like that that allows you to gain some sort of connection with that consumer before they click their back button and leave. So engage them in some sort of a great discount, some sort of a great deal that maybe you've already calculated into the price tag, and now you have a true converting landing page without the crazy distractions going everywhere. There is nothing more frustrating than dumping $500, $5,000 on a campaign, or even more than that, and not seeing the conversion that you're looking for. So these types of tips will allow you to start to A/B test through the page, right? Start to do some of that split testing to see what converts more. Run 2 or 3 different iterations of this landing page on the same campaign and see which page converts higher. Y'all, this is the way that you spend your time, energy, money, effort externally to drive people to your website, to a specific landing page, and actually see results. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you back next week. Bye, everyone.